A group of San Marcos neighbors say a homeowner is terrorizing the community with threats and harassment. There have been dozens of 911 calls. Neighbors are now banding together to sue him with the hopes that he'll pack up and leave.
Our Team 10 investigative reporter Jennifer Kastner discovered that investigators also seized explosives and ammunition from his house.
It's all documented in a returned search warrant from the State Bureau of Firearms. Mark Brody is not allowed to have any weapons or ammo because of a restraining order. Brody, though, denies any allegations of wrongdoing.
You don't have to get along with all your neighbors. You don't have to be friends with all your neighbors, but you also don't have to terrorize them.
Heidi Hafley talking about homeowner Mark Brody, who lives on her street in San Marcos. Other neighbors say this is cell phone video of Brody from 2 weeks ago when he got served by the court. His home sits behind a prominent security camera and high fences.
A fortress.
James Pyer is one of 12 neighbors who are now suing him, accusing him of harassment, threats, stalking, trespassing, among other complaints.
This has been a nightmare.
She and Pyer got a restraining order against him. Court records show that Brody denies harming the neighborhood, but 10 News dug into public records. According to a search warrant last year, state investigators believed Brody may have been harboring several weapons, even though he'd been banned from having firearms or ammo because of the restraining order. Agents reportedly found and seized 30 pounds of an explosive called tannerite that had to be turned over to a bomb squad, ammunition magazines, and 2 rounds of miscellaneous caliber ammunition.
At one point, they put everything in the middle of the street, told us to stand back.
This May, he pleaded guilty to illegally having ammunition and was given probation and community service. 10 News confirmed that sheriff's deputies have been called out to Brody's home more than 30 times since 2014. One sheriff's report reveals accusations from neighbors that Brody had been shining a flashlight from his truck into Hafley's bedroom. In another report, neighbors claim he yelled she was a B word.
I'm the main target now because I pushed back and I let him know I'm not going to tolerate this.
In fact, Brody tried to get a restraining order against her, but failed. The city of San Marcos showed us his code compliance violations. A cease and desist order from the city to Brody has a photo of an illegal sign that Brody allegedly put up. The letter reads, "The city has discovered that you have been installing unauthorized traffic control signs." Neighbors say he spray painted the street, put in a speed bump, and put up notices meant to insult his neighbors.
He would say, "Watch for the cows crossing," which he's referencing myself and my neighbor Carrie. He would say the old bat, which is my next door neighbor. The troll, which is me.
Brody would not do an interview with 10 News. In a court response, he states, "I categorically deny the allegations," and claims to have never acted violent toward the neighbors.
We don't go out of our houses anymore. Children don't play on the street.
Hafley and the 11 others on the new lawsuit against him just want him to move out so they can move on.
I don't want another neighborhood to go through this.
Each neighbor is asking for up to $10,000 in damages. The trial is scheduled for July. In the newsroom, Jennifer Kastner, 10 News.